Hello, you're watching VNEWS Bulletin. I'm from North, and now the headlines as usual.
State President holds online talks with top Lao leader. Processing manufacturing accounts for over 64% of new FDI. And later on, Vietnamese paintings showcased at London Asian Art.
State President Lương Cường on November 8th held phone talks with Thongloun Sisoulith, General Secretary of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party and President of Laos.
The Lao leader extended his congratulations to Quang on his election as the state president. He thanked Vietnam for its steadfast support to Laos, particularly as Laos assumed the roles of ASEAN Chair and ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Assembly Chair in 2024. The Vietnamese president expressed gratitude to Thongloun for being the first foreign leader to send a letter of congratulations to him and hold online talks following his election. He affirmed that, in his new role, he would continue to closely work with the Lao leader and other high-ranking Lao leaders to further nurture the great relations. They pledged to continue directing relevant agencies of both sides to effectively deploy the outcomes of the recent meeting between the two politburos and high-level agreements, actively prepare for the upcoming 47th session of the Vietnam-Laos Intergovernmental Committee, and tackle challenges in key projects to ensure more sustainable and effective bilateral economic collaboration.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính is in Yunnan, China to attend regional summits and engage in bilateral activities. See more in the following report.
Talking to Yuan Zhejun, Politburo member of the Communist Party of China's Central Committee and Secretary of the Chongqing Municipal Party Committee, highlighted Vietnam's position as Chongqing's largest trade partners in the past 5 consecutive years and most prominent investment destination within the ASEAN region. Meeting Prime Minister Chin, he stated that the Municipal Party Committee and administration highly value friendly cooperation with the Southeast Asian nation. Prime Minister Chin suggested enhancing delegation exchanges at various levels. He called on Chongqing's relevant authorities to support the completion of the necessary procedures for the official establishment of the Consulate General and to facilitate its future operations. Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh attended a Vietnam-China business seminar in Chongqing City on November 8th, saying bilateral cooperation potential remains huge and the two countries' businesses should enhance partnerships in the spirit of harmonizing interests and sharing risks. In recent years, friendship exchange and win-win cooperation between Chongqing and Vietnamese localities have been promoted. Trade turnover between the two sides reached $4.2 billion in the first 9 months of this year. Vietnam has been the largest trade partner of Chongqing among ASEAN member countries for many years. In both 2023 and 2024, Chongqing's leaders have visited and worked with localities and partners in Vietnam. Participants held that there is plenty of room for Chongqing and Vietnamese localities to further bolster cooperation. Prime Minister Chin called on enterprises of both nations to strengthen investment and business cooperation and promote their bridging role to concretize the agreements reached by leaders of the two parties and states for prosperity and happiness in each nation. At the event, 7 memoranda of understanding were signed between Vietnamese and Chinese companies across various domains, including railway, battery storage production, and development of energy supporting industry. Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh called for enhancing cultural and tourism cooperation between Vietnam and China while attending a program introducing Vietnam's culture and tourism in Chongqing City on November 8th. In 2019, Vietnam welcomed more than 5.8 million Chinese tourists, equivalent to 1/3 of the number of international arrivals to the country. The number of Chinese visitors has bounced back strongly after the COVID-19 pandemic, but yet to reach the pre-pandemic level. Meanwhile, Vietnam is one of the 5 largest sources of foreign travelers to China, with 7.9 million tourists. In his remarks, Prime Minister Chin described cultural and tourism cooperation as crucial for elevating the comprehensive strategic cooperative partnership. The leader proposed the two sides beef up collaboration and connectivity in culture and tourism, building suitable mechanisms and policies, sharing best practices, developing cultural and tourism infrastructure, and fostering stronger business connections. At the event, Vietnamese Tourism and Transport Corporation signed 7 memoranda of understanding on cooperation with Chinese partners, aiming to boost visitor exchanges. On the same day, Prime Minister Chin visited the Hong Yen Historical Relic Site, where President Ho Chi Minh did revolutionary activities in Chongqing City. At the Hong Yen Revolutionary Memorial Hall, there is a room where the late Vietnamese leader lived and conducted revolutionary activities around 1939 to 1940. Writing in a book at the historical site, Chin expressed sincere gratitude to local authorities and people for preserving and maintaining the room and furniture inside it. He emphasized that this valuable historical site is a vivid testament to the strong, enduring friendship between the two parties and peoples of Vietnam and China during the years of struggles for national independence. Vietnamese Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh on November 8 visited the Chongqing International Logistics Hub Park and welcomed an ASEAN fast train from Hanoi. This is the last activity of the Prime Minister's trip to China to attend the 8th Greater Mekong Subregion Summit, the 10th ACMEC Summit, the 11th Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, Vietnam Summit, and working visit to China. Later on the same day, the leader and the high-ranking delegation of Vietnam left Chongqing City for Hanoi.
Vietnam attended and left imprint at the Asian Media Leaders Summit 2024, which was held by the World Association of Newspapers and News Publishers in Singapore on November 6 to 7.
Le Quoc Minh, editor-in-chief of the Nhan Gion People newspaper and chairman of the Vietnam Journalists Association, participated and delivered a speech at the event. In his presentation, Minh talked about how to build an innovative newsroom, attracting great attention from participants. Making its debut in the prestigious awards, the Nhan Gion newspaper won the gold prize in the Best in Newspaper Marketing category for its coverage of the 70th anniversary of the Dien Bien Phu victory.
This award is so significant to our newspaper. Our product has impressed not only domestic readers, but also foreigners, while persuading journalism experts that the coverage is an innovative and meaningful work for the community.
The summit touched upon issues such as digital transformation, media brand adaptation and amplification, audience attraction, and the optimization of newsroom resources, among others. Founded in 1948, the World Association of Newspapers and News Publishers currently gathers 3,000 news publishers and technology companies, along with 60 national publishers associations in 120 countries and territories.
The Indo-Vietnamese Goods Week has arrived in Udon Thani province of Thailand, transforming it into a vibrant marketplace for Vietnamese products.
The event from November 7th to 10th features nearly 40 Vietnamese enterprises who are eager to tap into the vast market potential of northeastern Thailand. Visitors are treated to a wide range of products, from agricultural staples and processed food to tea, coffee, dried goods, spices and pharmaceuticals, handicrafts, household appliances, apparel, and fresh fruits also grace the display, with all meeting international export standards and presented in eye-catching and eco-friendly packaging. The event is expected to help boost Vietnam's exports to the second largest economy in Southeast Asia, which aligns with the goal of achieving $25 billion in bilateral trade next year.
Central Group has brought over 1,000 Vietnamese firms to Thailand over the past 8 years. These companies produce iconic and world-leading products, including pepper, coffee, cashew nuts, and one commune, one product, OCOP, items.
Cultural enthusiasts also have a chance to wear Vietnam traditional áo dài for memorable photos and learn the intricate art of making tahi, Vietnamese toy figurines, under the guidance of skilled artisans. Exhibitors also seize the opportunity to engage in networking activities and sign memoranda of understanding, paving the way for more Vietnamese goods to enter the Thai market.
The processing and manufacturing sector took the lead in attracting foreign direct investment, accounting for 64% of the $27 billion recorded as of October 31st.
According to the General Statistics Office, the total FDI represented a year-on-year increase of 1.9%. The processing and manufacturing sector, which lured $9.79 billion was followed by real estate with $3.24 billion, making up 21.3% of the total. Among the 76 countries and territories investing in Vietnam over the past 10 months, Singapore topped with $4.98 billion, followed by the Republic of Korea and China. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Planning and Investment said on November 3rd that Vietnam attracted over $19.5 billion in FDI in the 10-month span, up 8.8% year-on-year. Processing manufacturing led the way with $15.8 billion or 80%, followed by real estate and the production and distribution of electricity, gas, hot water, steam, and air conditioning.
An exhibition entitled Một thoáng Vietnam, A Glimpse of Vietnam, is underway by Thăng Long Art Gallery at Bonham Ocean House in London. This is part of the 27th edition of Asian Art in London, marking the first participation of a Vietnamese gallery at the city's prestigious art event.
The exhibition showcases a diverse collection of artworks by 4 artists, highlighting unique styles and perspectives across different generations of Vietnamese art. They include Phuong Phap's mastery of cubism on traditional Vietnamese lacquer, Lê Thiết Cương minimalism with gouache on cheesecloth, Quỳnh Giang's intense expressions through oil on canvas, and Ngô Văn Sak's distinctive wood-burn portraits.
We're very lucky to have A Glimpse of Vietnam, the exhibition by Thăng Long Art Gallery, here in London, because it's showing a gallery that originates from Asia, from Hanoi in Vietnam, and their perspective on the contemporary art scene and bringing that to London. So we're very lucky to have that, the very best that Hanoi has to offer in contemporary art.
I think the Vietnamese art making a real wave in the UK and European art scene, because we see more and more Vietnamese art, work by Vietnamese artists at art fairs, in auctions, in museum, and also in gallery, and that show the real interest and appreciation in this field.
We hope to promote Vietnamese culture and contemporary art to foreign art lovers. Exhibitions, which are held at prestigious auction platforms like Sotheby's, Christie's, and Bonhams, offer a valuable opportunity to showcase contemporary Vietnamese art alongside major global art forms.
This year's event, running from October 30th to November 8th, includes around 20 Asian art exhibitions from galleries across countries, along with over 20 auction sessions. It also features a seminar on Asian art with the attendance of top curators from major museums and galleries, as well as industry experts and scholars.
And that's wrap up our news bulletin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.